There is one app that I use every single day the stock market is open. Today I'm going to share with you guys what that app is, and I'm going to show you how to use it and navigate it. I cannot wait to share this with you guys today. Good day, subscribers! Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Jeremy. This is the Financial Education Channel, and today we're talking about my favorite stock market app. Last week I did a video on my favorite stock market website, which was Yahoo Finance, and I did a whole tutorial on Yahoo Finance. Well, today it's the Stocktracker app, and I'm going to take you guys through that app and show you exactly why that's my favorite app and why I use it basically every single day the stock market's open. So first, let's go ahead and put on your screen. This is just a front page of my iPad. My iPad's the main device I use by far more than any other device. Now, the Stocktracker app is the one that's right under Pandora. Pandora is all the way up at the top left. The Stocktracker app is that one that says RealTime on it. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. And then in here, we basically are greeted with a whole bunch of stuff here, right? We have the watch list, which is where it says my stock, and then it has a little parentheses around it. It says 25. That means I have 25 stocks in that watch list. We're going to click on that in just a minute, but I'm going to take you through some more things. So under that, you have trading accounts set up. Then you have indices. So if you just want to see what the indices are doing, then you can see what currencies are doing underneath that. Futures underneath that. Market signal scans, which is kind of like some technical stuff. You can click on that and see what's in there. There's a stock screener, so you can actually screen stocks for specific things. There's an event calendar, which is companies that are going to be having an event soon, so earnings calls, things like that. There's a US IPO, so it's going to show what new IPOs are coming out. There's a real-time market mover, so it's going to show all market movers and whatnot. Now, I'm not going to take you through all of these different things. I'm only going to take you through the main things I use each day today. But I just want to show you guys what those are. Now, to your right-hand side there, you're going to see a ton of news there. So what traders are buying if Trump wins? The FBI is probing new emails tied to Clinton. Here's what you need to know. So the news is going to be always filled up with mostly stuff that has to do with the stock market, but also general news stories that are super trending at that time, which right now, obviously, it's the Hillary Clinton email thing and, you know, how it's going to benefit Trump and all those types of things. So that's really eating up a lot of that news space on that right-hand side. But you can scroll down there and see all types of things. Now, this is more toward the bottom, so we're looking at the left-hand side now. Remember, we left off with the real-time market mover. So there's this little store where you can buy things. I never click on that link. You can share things from there, help forum and message board, where you can, if you need help understanding the site even more, you can click on that. Then there's something cool underneath that. It's a currency converter, which is might not be useful to everybody, but I think that's really cool that you can just, you know, type in, if you need to know how many dollars are in a euro or vice versa, you can click on that. How many pesos are in a dollar, you can click on that. So you can convert currency right there. Also has a mortgage calculator, which is very, very useful in my opinion. We all are going to buy a house someday or already own a house or maybe looking to buy a house in the future. It's nice to have just a mortgage calculator right there. So let's get into this. So we're looking at the watch list. We're going to click on my stock, parentheses 25, and this is what pops up. So it's going to show all my stocks. Now, if I kept scrolling up, you would see my other 12 or 15 stocks I have in there as well. So these are all the stocks I keep watch on every single day. And you see also above my first stock, which is GoPro, GPRO, you see the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P, so you can see how the major indices are doing. It's really nice. If you need to add another ticker symbol just above where the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and S&P are, you just click whatever ticker symbol or the name of the stock you want to look up and hit it in, and then it will pop up on your watch list. Now, at this point, there's still the news is all on the right-hand side, but if we go ahead and we click on GoPro, then this pops up. So all my watch list on all my stocks are still on that left-hand side. And by the way, if this was during the actual trading day, all those stocks would be moving. They'd be going up and down and all around. But on the right-hand side now, you see a chart comes up. So I can look at where GoPro stocks has been 1 day, 5 day, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. This is a 6-month chart this is on right now. I can look at 1 year, 2 years, or 5 years. or I can click on maximum amount, which is the one that just has like a dot, dot, dot there. Now, you see right above all that, there's overview, which is right now we're on the overview section. To the right of that, it says technical. So that's a technical section. We'll look at that eventually. Financial section on the right of that. And to the right of that, it says discuss. We're going to look at all those tabs in a bit. Just above that is the bid. You see the bid there, 1359 times 2. And the ask is over to the right-hand side, so 1365 times 5. That basically is the bids or who's bidding for the stock and what price are they bidding, and the ask are people that are selling the stock, what are they asking. Now, during the actual trading day, those numbers will be super close. They'll be within generally a penny because it's actively trading. Above that, you have the stock price, so 1360 GoPro closed out at. It was down 13 cents, which is on the right-hand side. You can see that down 0.95%. Now, below the chart there, you see it gives you all very useful information about open, high, 52-week range, the volume, the amount of shares traded, the average amount of shares traded, which is to the right of that, the PE, EPS, all that kind of stuff, how large the market cap is. So it gives you a lot of useful information there. Now, if we scroll down just a bit more, then you're going to actually see it's going to show you the earnings, when earnings are going to be coming out. So we see the 3rd of November 2016, GoPro's earnings are going to come out. And they show what the analysts are estimating, which is negative 54 cents. The reported line's obviously empty because they haven't reported yet. They won't until November 3rd. Under that, it just gives you a general, very short little profile on what that company does. Below that, it shows you all recent news stories about that company, which is very, very useful in my opinion. So you can just click on any one of those stories and then go ahead and read about your stock and whatever story was written about it. On the next page, so now what I basically did is I clicked on the technical section, which is kind of toward the top. You know, there was an overview, which is what we were looking at all before, and now we're on the technical part. This part I don't look at very often, but it might be useful to some of you guys who are technical traders or maybe interested in that. It tries to give you like sell signals, buy signals, all those kinds of things, the 5-day moving average, 10-day, 20-day, all that kind of stuff, the resistance levels. It's useful information if you're into that kind of stuff. I don't personally do it, but it might be useful to you. Next tab over, we clicked one more to the right. Now we're in the financial section. This shows the last quarter GoPro reported, for revenue and cost of revenue, all that kind of stuff. I don't really use this tab either, to be honest. I usually, if I'm looking at financial information, I go to the company's website and actually look at the last 10Q or the 10K, the annual report, those kinds of things if I really want to get the financial information, because generally, sometimes these apps and websites, sometimes they can be wrong, but almost never the actual website of that company, the investor relations section, that should never be wrong because that's signed off by the CEO and CFO and the board of directors and signed off by all the accountants and everybody. This is like some guy could make a mistake, you know, whoever putting that in for the app. So I don't really look at this too often just in case they make a mistake. Next tab over, I do look at this a lot. I love to see just what people are saying about the stock. This is the discuss section. So anytime you're on Twitter or StockTwits or something like that, you put a money sign and then all capital letters in that ticker symbol, then it will, as long as you have a Stocktracker account as well and you have it connected, that tweet or whatever you send will end up showing up on this discuss section. So we see the last tweet was shared October 28th at 15:28, so that's what, 3:28 in the afternoon, and this guy said GoPro good with a little one finger, and then the guy under that, Ryan, he said GoPro, great day to buy, great product, save money, going with GoPro over competitors. And basically you just kind of see what people are saying out there. Average Joe Schmoes or, you know, post on there. I post on there every once in a while. When I send a tweet, my account's hooked up with the Stocktracker, so if I post a tweet on my Twitter account, it pops up right on there, and it says, you know, financial education channel, says whatever I said about that stock. So it's a pretty cool feature. And that is basically the Stocktracker app all wrapped up. It's very useful in my opinion. It's simple to understand. I enjoy it. It's way deeper than what we went into. I just didn't want to show you guys a bunch of stuff that I never use ever. So you can go back and look at some of those indices and currency things and whatnot. I highly recommend downloading it if you want. I believe it's available on Android as well. By the way, they should be paying me for this video for doing a breakdown of this. I believe it's available on Android as well. I really don't know though, because I have pretty much all Apple devices, iPads, iPhones, and stuff. So you might just have to check that out, but I highly recommend it. It's the one I use every single day the stock market's open. And sometimes I even go on there on the weekend just to go to the discuss section specifically, just so I can see what people are saying. And sometimes people give you good information, like, you know, they went to their local Best Buy and the cameras are all out or whatever, you know, and take it for what it is. They could be lying, but it's just interesting to see. Thank you for watching this today, guys. Subscribe if you haven't. I talk about personal finance. I talk about entrepreneurship. I'm a business owner. And I also talk about the stock market related videos like we did today. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a great day.